Hi friends, the new US dietary guidelines sound healthy, but here is the takeaway up front. If you follow them exactly as written, you may end up eating too much saturated fat and not enough of the right kind of protein. This combination can work against your heart and your long-term health. And this happens because of two contradictions hidden in the details. Stay with me, because once you see them, you'll eat very differently. I'm Dr. Kiat. Let's go heart to heart. Let's start with the first problem. The guidelines say saturated fat should stay below 10% of your daily calories. That's clear. But in the same document, they recommend 3 servings of full-fat dairy every day, and they also encourage generous amounts of meat, including red meat. This is where things fall apart. If you follow those food recommendations exactly, many people will go over the saturated fat limit without even trying. Before cooking oils, before snacks, before eating out. This isn't about opinions or food politics. It is simple math. And this contradiction has been pointed out by major health organizations. Groups like the American Heart Association, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, and the Center for Science in the Public Interest have all said the advice just doesn't line up, so the public is left confused. The second problem isn't about fat. It's all about where your protein comes from. The guidelines put animal protein at the center of the plate. Plant protein is treated more like an option, not the base. That matters because meat protein and plant protein act very differently in the body. Plant proteins come with fiber and natural plant compounds. Meat proteins don't. That fiber in plant protein source feeds your gut bacteria, the good ones, and healthy gut bacteria matter more than most people realize. In studies, when people switch from a plant-based diet to a meat-heavy diet, their gut bacteria change within days. Plant-based diets support bacteria that produce health-promoting substances called short-chain fatty acids like the butyrate. These help protect the gut lining and reduce low-grade inflammation. And low-grade chronic inflammation is linked with heart disease and type 2 diabetes. And when researchers look at long-term health, people who eat more plant protein tend to have low risk of heart disease and lower overall death rates, especially when they replace meat protein with plant protein. That's why, in my VitaFresh approach, and in Chapter 7 and 9 of Wisdom from Two Worlds, I recommend plants as the protein base, with animal foods used more selectively. Not zero meat, not zero dairy, but plants first. And just to be clear, plant-based doesn't mean ultra-processed vegan food like most vegan beef patties, for example. I'm talking about real food: beans, lentils, tofu, tempeh, nuts, seeds, mushrooms for protein, olive oil, avocado, and macadamia oil, and omega-3 from seafoods and fish as the healthy fat source. The new US dietary guidelines do take an important step away from ultra-processed food, I admit. But if you follow them without understanding these two problems we mentioned, you can easily eat too much saturated fat and miss benefits of protein variety. That's why watching this all the way through matters. Small misunderstandings, repeated every day, are how long-term health problems quietly develop. Till next time, I'm Dr. Kiat. Let's keep going heart to heart.